Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. I'm your teacher, Robin Shaw. Today, we're going to talk about 10 phrasal verbs. I prepared a big English lesson today, so I think everyone is going to learn a lot today. So please keep watching. Please let me know you can hear me and see me okay. It's always the live streamer's biggest fear. All right. So we will get into the phrasal verbs in just a moment. I'm just going to wait for all the students to come in. While we're waiting, I'm going to check the chat. And I see there's a lot of people here. Layla's first. Hello. She says, I'm ready to learn new phrasal verbs. Good. It's a perfect lesson for you. They're always important even if you hate to teach them, right? Well, I don't hate to teach them, but they can be difficult to learn. I will do my best to make it easy. Hello. Dewey, hello, teacher. Robin, welcome. And Lavanya, wow, thank you very much, Lavanya, for your support. We have Carlos, Lopez, Han, lots of student. Woolmore, Robert, sorry if I mispronounce. And Mike is here from Mike's English Lab. Anna Maria, Sleepwalker, lots of great students that I recognize. Patricia, welcome. Neki, hello. All right. And Lolly's here. Welcome. All right. I'm just scanning through. Alyssa's here. Kavino's here from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is going through a difficult time, so I hope all is well to all the students in Sri Lanka. Mei Fengqi's here. Hello. We have Colleen and Gabriel and Mayan and Eddie from Mongolia. I've been to Mongolia. So welcome. And Francis, welcome from Nigeria. Okay. People from all over the world. All right, let's get into the lesson here, or almost the lesson. This is now, I guess, officially the Sunday English show. Every Sunday, we will be here. Me, Robin, Mike, and Lee. We will be teaching on Sundays. Next week will be Lee, and then probably once a month each teacher will teach. I'm trying to get a fourth teacher. We'll see who's the new teacher coming. Every Sunday, that's going to be 13:30 GMT UTC. Find your country there, or close country. That's about the time you will find this show every Sunday. So please come back every Sunday, support the channel. This is a regular show now. We will be here, and we expect you to be here. And you are a great student, so I'm sure you're always going to show up for class. If you have any questions about the schedule, let me know right now. We have questions about phrasal verbs used in which English. These phrasal verbs, there's only one English. There can be multiple accents, but the English is going to be American and British. These phrasal verbs are used both ways. Thank you, Layla, for your support. All right, and if you don't know already, I have multiple YouTube channels. Please stay active, join a channel. I work every day to help students. Shaw English. That's my main channel. Links below. IELTS Insider. If you're interested in IELTS, learning IELTS, join my IELTS channel. Links below. Daily English homework. You practice English every day on that channel. I check your English. That's a good deal. Go to that channel. Join that channel now. Links below. Learn English live. I'll do live lessons there like this every week. Links below. And the A to Z English podcast. You can practice listening through the podcast. Links below. And there's a lot of channels. We are working hard every day to teach you English. Please join one of my channels. Stay active, be active. And of course, all the links below. After this video, you should join. Not right now, but after this video, make sure you join one of these channels and stay active. And of course, help support the channel, join the channel, become a channel member. That helps us to put on these shows, to bring in teachers. Please support us, buy us a coffee, buy us one coffee a month, and we are very happy. And of course, you can join the WhatsApp group for free. We have a WhatsApp group, links below. Come in. Mike's in the group from his channel, and we have Jack and Kevin from their channel. So lots of native speakers in the WhatsApp group. Join, links below. Join, join, join. All right, let's get into the lesson you've been waiting for here. We're going to learn 10 phrasal verbs. We're going to have a phrasal verb quiz in the lesson. And then I'm going to give homework and another quiz for you to do later. So there's a lesson, there's homework, there's quizzes. I have it all in this live stream. All right. Let's check just a moment before we get in. We have Harry 300 here. Welcome. Mike's English Lab. Mike will probably be back in a few weeks. He'll promote his channel, I'm sure, at that time. He's a great teacher. We have some members from Brazil, India. Hey, if you let me know your country. Algeria, great. Great. Mernawati. I'll try to read all the comments, but sometimes I miss a comment. I miss a question. If I miss it, just ask again anytime. East Timor. I went to your country. I visited East Timor once, so I'm very happy you're here. The Braz official. Oh, we have Ongi. Hello. All right. Lots of messages. Pakistan, good. Let's move on. What is a phrasal verb? Phrasal verbs, it says there, a phrasal verb combines a normal verb with an adverb or a preposition to create an entirely new word. So phrasal verbs are usually 2 words, sometimes 3 words. In today's lesson, we're just going to do 2 words to make it simple. But you're combining 2 words, a normal verb with an adverb or preposition, and we're going to make a new verb called a phrasal verb. And phrasal verbs can be quite confusing because their meanings are not easy to guess. Yes, you have to expose yourself to a lot of phrasal verbs through listening and reading, extensive listening and reading to hear these and read these phrasal verbs and get used to them and then know what they mean and be able to use them. This is challenging. Phrasal verbs are challenging. It takes a lot of practice. And there are thousands of phrasal verbs. I'm sorry to say. There are thousands of phrasal verbs, and many phrasal verbs have multiple meanings. So you're going to have a verb preposition. It might have 3, 4, 5 meanings. So it can be really confusing, phrasal verbs. But in this lesson, we're not going to go too deep. I have some common phrasal verbs I think you'll be able to follow and understand in this lesson. I've been to Bangladesh, Uzbekistan, not yet, but I have a good friend in Uzbekistan who joined the WhatsApp group. Good. Everyone, join that WhatsApp group. Ali from Saudi Arabia. I hope to visit Saudi Arabia soon. Soon. Where is your beard? I took off my beard for this live stream. After this live stream, I'll put it back on. Do you miss my beard? Sumar, good evening, sir. I'm from India. Welcome, all members, all fans from India. Is it necessary to know all critical rules of English grammar? What do you mean by critical rules? Critical means very important. Uh, you don't have to memorize all the rules, but you got to practice using English. Most native speakers do not know the rules of English, but certainly they practice enough that they acquired the language. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Phrasal verbs. 1. I have a sentence at the top. It is missing a phrasal verb, and you have to choose. You just put the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do you think it is? The football match blank at 3 o'clock is number 1, kicked in, number 2, kicked up, number 3, kicked off, number 4, kicked on, or number 5, kicked with. You just put the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have from Libya. While you guys are punching in your numbers, I am going to check the chat. From Libya, Layla asks, is learning phrasal verbs by acquiring them through reading or other ways easier? Yeah, the best way is acquiring them. All right. Harry, who has fast thumbs, came in with 3. Anna Maria 3. Sleepwalker 1. We have a 3. We have a 4. We have a 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. 4 from only 4, 3, a 2. Max Madov said, I'm going to go against 2 and 3, 3, 4. So the football match. Okay, I should mention for Alyssa and May. Yeah, number 1 is kicked in. Number 2, kicked up. Number 3, kicked off. Number 4, kicked on. Number 5, kicked with. The football match blank at 3 o'clock. And the answer is kicked off. So number 3 is the answer, kicked off. And that is a phrasal verb. What does it mean? Well, let's take a look. Kick off means to begin or to start. And that comes from football. The beginning of the football game or soccer game is the kickoff when the time starts. But we have this phrasal verb. We have kick, which is a verb, kick, and off, your preposition. We kick off. So to begin or to start. And I have some other example sentences. The show kicks off this week at a concert hall. So kicks off means starts. Our new advertising campaign kicks off next week. Starts. What time does the magic show kick off? What time does the magic show start? The host kicked off the conference with a speech. So the host started the conference with a speech. That's our first phrasal verb, kick off, which means to start. It will have other meanings, but just focus today on kickoff, meaning start. Remember that because we will have 2 more quizzes later. Hello from Afghanistan. Welcome, Zara, and Portugal. Oh, I'd love to go to Portugal. All right, we're going to go on to number 2 here. All right, I'm just catching up in the comments. So kickoff is only about a football match. It's not only about a football match. It's probably started with the football match, but it went to other places in English to mean start. And it is a phrasal verb. So Layla, Robin's live stream kicked off 10 minutes ago. Layla, you are a super student. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's move on to number 2. Uh-oh. The marriage blank divorce. So choose one answer. Number one, the marriage ended up divorce. Number two, the marriage ended on divorce. Number three, the marriage ended of divorce. Number four, the marriage ended in divorce. And number five, the marriage ended over divorce. You just type in the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why I can't write the You're writing right now a comment. Welcome from Bangladesh. I will kick off my study as soon as possible. All right, the answer is ended up, ended up, ended up, ended up, ended up, ended over, ended up. Tina ended in first, ended up, ended in. Janina Costa. We have everyone is just guessing right across. Ended up, ended up, ended up. Mei Feng Chi ended up. I can't read your name. What is that say? Anyway, a special name says two ended on divorce. All right, so we have 4, 5, 5, 1, 4, 4, 2. Oh, every number is guessed. Lolly Lice has ended up. Well, the answer is ended in. So the marriage ended in divorce. Now, a lot of you put ended up. So ended up is another phrasal verb, and we could say, yeah, they ended up divorce, which is very similar. But in this grammar, we have to use the marriage ended in divorce. And what does ended in or what does end in mean? And similar to end up, but in this case, end in is to finish in a certain way. And you could also think of end in as result in. So the marriage resulted the marriage resulted in divorce. The marriage ended in divorce. That was the final way it ended. So I have more examples here to help you out. The concert ended in disaster as a fan was killed. Our family dinner ended in everyone arguing and going home angry. So that is how it finished. My attempts to marry her ended in failure. And the game ended in a draw. A draw means the same score. Hey, teacher, I'm from Belgium. They ended up married. Yeah, that is correct. And with end up as a phrasal verb. So we can use both. They can be used interchangeably. The result in, ended in. Yeah, I think for the most part, result in and ended in would. I don't want to say 100% of the time because there's going to be those situations where it's not true. But yes, for the most part, yes. Equals result in. Yeah, that's part of the meaning. Okay, let's go to phrasal verb number 3. What time do we blank to the airport tomorrow morning? Choose one answer. So, number one, set off. What time do we set off to the airport tomorrow morning? Number two, what time do we set on to the airport tomorrow morning? Number three, what time do we set up to the airport tomorrow morning? Number four, what time do we set over to the airport tomorrow morning? And number five, what time do we set through to the airport tomorrow morning? Dewey asks, ended in and broke up are the same meaning. No, no. Broke up is just talking about a relationship. And in that situation, yes, they did break up and they got divorced, but these two expressions are used sometimes the same situation, but a lot of the times different situations, so they're not the same. All right, so Asar, rich man says number four, set over, set off. Hi, bro. Whoa, admit I am not your bro. I am your teacher. Show some respect. Don't say bro to the teacher. Set off, set off, set off, set off. Everyone's saying set off. Are you sure it's set off? Do we set on? Tina's doing well. And I can't read that name. Set on. MD, Majidul Hassan. We have number set over. Alilai set off. Neki set. Number three, set up. Set off. Zaid says set off is start. Are you sure about that? Ellie, set up. Okay, again, we're all over the place, but I think most people are right. Alyssa, one. Harry, two. Sam Queen, interesting name. One. I think most people are saying one or two. Let's get to the answer. I'm scrolling down here. Hey, Layla. If you watched the IELTS Insider, you live stream earlier, you might know. Set off is the answer. So number one, what time do we set off to the airport tomorrow? Set off. So set off is to start a journey. And when we say journey, it's kind of a not an easy travel. It's a little bit difficult travel. So we use set off to start some sort of difficult travel or long trip, a long trip. So she set off on her world trip. So she started this journey on her world trip. Another example, I set off on a 5-hour car ride to visit my parents. Now look at that. I set off on. We see off and on right next to each other, but it works grammatically. I set off on a 5-hour trip to visit my parents. So I started that trip. I set off early to work to avoid the traffic. She set off early for her hike. So she's going on a hike, maybe a long hike. So she started her day early. Okay. And that's set off to start a journey. From Ghana, way more Robert way. Junich, I made it. You're welcome. All right, let's go on to number four. Number four says, she blank her mom. So choose one answer. Number one, she takes off her mom. Number two, she takes on her mom. Number three, she takes up her mom. Number four, she takes over her mom. And number five, she takes after her mom. Lavanya says takes off. Takes after from Lolly Lolly. Anna Maria is saying six, number six. What is number six? And you said number six again. Anna Maria does not agree with the first five. What is number six? Divers takes after. Sleepwalker takes after. MD takes after. Well, a lot of people go takes after. HRK Creative says takes up her mom. Dewey says takes over her mom. Takes off her mom from Sarah Richman. Ooh. Alyssa says takes after. Angi set off was used for a process. Set off can have other meanings. Each phrasal verb I teach can have other meanings. but I do not want to confuse you. I just want to focus on one meaning for each phrasal verb. So just focus on the meaning today. Hello from Kuwait. Welcome. All right. So the answer, MD, I am sure that it would be take after. MD is so sure. Is MD correct? And Mernawati, take after. All right. Well, the answer is yes. Most of you are correct. She takes after her mom. She takes after her mom. Common phrasal verb. Takes after means to resemble. Looks the same in appearance. So her face and her mom's face looks the same or very similar. Or character, the personality is very similar. So usually parents and children, something is similar, whether it's their appearance or personality. So we say the children take after. So something about their appearance or something about their personality resemble their mother or father. And in my example sentence here, Susan takes after her grandmother. So Susan could resemble her grandmother in appearance or maybe character, something like that. Let's look at another example. His smile takes after his dad's smile. So when he smiles, it looks very similar to his dad's smile. It takes after. Jenny's attitude takes after her mom. So Jenny is the daughter, and her attitude uh, similar to the mom. And because he is so smart, he must take after me. So some proud mom or dad will say that to about their son. Because he's so smart, he must take after me. He must resemble me. So that's take after. Again, remember, we will have a quiz later on all these phrasal verbs. All right. So Lolly Lolly says, I take after my mom. Well, your mom must be a very nice person, Lolly Lolly. And Layla, when someone sees me, they say I take after your mom. Does your mom have a beautiful smile? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Number 5. Grandpa often blank in front of the TV. Number 1. Grandpa often nods off in front of the TV. Number 2. Grandpa often nods on in front of the TV. Number 3. Grandpa often nods out in front of the TV. Number 4. Grandpa often nods with in front of the TV. And number 5, Grandpa often nods at in front of the TV. Nods off, nods on, nods out, nods with, nods at. Those are your selections. Put in your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Robin. Is it true? Yes. Okay. Sleepwalker nods off. Number 5, nods at from Aser. Navid, welcome. Guess the answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. June H looks like is similar. Yeah, that's on the previous phrasal verb. Takes after. One, 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 one. 2, 1, 1. Lolly Lolly nods off. 1. Neki 1. Amazing name 1. Akusua 1. Poor me says 4. Poor you. Nods off 1. Mei Feng Chi 1. Max 1. Jinana 1. Everyone. Rose. Casario 1. Divers 1. Learn English with Zohaib. I don't know if we want to learn English with you because number 2 is not the right answer. Number 3, nods out. All right. I think most of you got it. Most of you got it. MD Diegana nods off. Looks good. Zaw, Colleen. Ellie, my first time in live. Welcome, Ellie. Please come back every Sunday. All right. The answer you've all been waiting for is nods off. Grandpa often nods off in front of the TV. Number one, nods off. That is the phrasal verb. And again, it's very interesting that we have off and in, nods off, and then in front of the preposition. Phrasal verb, preposition. So nods off. That is very common. That means to fall asleep when you did not. To fall asleep when you did. To fall. I'm so tired. To fall asleep when you did not intend to. That should be intend to. You had no intent. So I often nod off after lunch. I want to fix that mistake. I often nod off after lunch. My teacher nodded off when I gave my speech. So you don't plan to sleep. You don't plan to sleep. You just, something is usually boring and you nod off. So, like, you're going to church or the mosque sometimes and you're bored and you nod off. You don't, but the important point is you didn't plan to sleep. It just happens. So my teachers nodded off when I gave my speech. The dog usually nods off when I brush him. I brush the dog and he falls asleep, so we could use it for an animal. And don't nod off while driving. Don't nod off while driving. Not a good idea, right? Hard-boiled English with your grammar detective. I love the interactive quality of your live streams. Keep being great. Thank you very much, Hard-boiled. How's your channel doing? Whew, we have a special guest, BB. I'm watching you, BB. Old people usually nod off while speaking to others. Yes. How do we join the WhatsApp group? Link below the video. I got a lot of groups, channels, everything you need to study English. You join it below after this video. Doze off would be a synonym, but we're not talking about doze off. I don't want to confuse the student, but yes, it is a synonym. So I nod off when I'm watching TV. Anna Maria, I nod off at the movies sometimes. The same as doze. Yes, doze off, nod off. They will be synonyms. And only says a nap. Well, a nap is usually planned. So I want to take a nap. So, oh, I feel tired. I want to take a nap, but nod off. You didn't have that plan. You just kind of fell asleep. So it's a little different than a nap. So it's similar to doze off. Okay, let's go to number 6. I blank my dad when I got an F on my English test. Maybe some of you can say this. I blank my dad when I got an F on my English test. Number 1. I let off my dad when I got an F on my English test. Number 2. I let down my dad when I got an F on my English test. Number 3. I let out my dad when I got an F on my English test. Number 4. I let through my dad when I got an F on my English test. And number 5. I let to my dad when I got an F on my English test. Let off, let down, let out, let through, let to. Put the number. Quick. Sarah, number 3, Sarah Richmond. I let out, and he says, I let out my dad when I got an F. Okay. I'll try to leave a comment under this video so I can check out your channel later. And Diana, sleep and nods are different. Nods will come first, then fall asleep. You nod off. BB says, I usually nod off when my dad gives me lessons about not using Facebook. Don't use Facebook, use YouTube. Harry 300 says, number 2, let down. Sleepwalker, let down. Tino, let down. Adarsh Roy, let down. I am starting to see people who have experienced this situation because they know what to say. Oksana down to just physical, not mental. Okay. 3, let out. BB says let out. Dewey 2, don't let me down. It's going to be in this phrasal verb is going to be in a lot of music, a lot of songs. Akuso or akusoa. I nod off whenever I'm reading. Yeah, me too sometimes. If I'm reading in bed, I will nod off. Lolly lolly let down number 2. All right, everyone is going. BB's married. I let down my wife when I don't bring her a bouquet of flowers. BB, are you married? Lisa number 2. And Lolly Lolly is putting the definition. Yes. All right. All right. Let's take a look. I think everyone kind of knows this one. The answer is let down because you all had this feeling before. I let down my dad when I got an F on my English test. So number 2, let down. So let down means to disappoint. So the president let the citizens down. You could also, so I notice how I put it in the middle of let and down. So I could say the president let the citizens down, or I can say the president's let down the citizens. Both ways are okay. You can break this phrasal verb up. Sarah Richmond, how do I join the WhatsApp group? In the description of this video, there's a link. Fill out the form, follow the rules. You are in the group. Let's look at another example. I let down my coach by not exercising. I disappointed my coach by not exercising. My birthday gift let me down. I expected a necklace. So sometimes we're given gifts and we have a high expectation. We open up the gift and it's socks. You know, I remember at Christmas time when I was growing up, my grandmother, I love my grandmother, but sometimes she would give me socks, and that let me down a little bit. And one more, Hendrik let down his family by getting fired. So yeah, Henrik, his family expected him to keep his job, but he lost his job. So his family was disappointed. He always lets me down when he doesn't answer my calls. Oh, Layla, who is he? Who are you trying to call? They let me down about my case, yes. BB, yes, I was married, but my wife left me because I let her down when I don't bring her the bouquet of flowers. There you go, BB. Sir, upload this video is always going to be on YouTube. My online purchase let me down. That's a good use of let down because that's a modern way of let down. You see the picture online, you order it, it comes in the mail, and you are disappointed. You are let down. I hear let something down more than let down. Both are okay. Both ways are okay, Harry 300. My answer so only you would say I let myself down. You can say I let myself down. So I disappointed myself. Just an example. Well, I'm going to ask questions. All right, let's move on to number 7. She did not blank her illness yet. She did not blank her illness yet. Choose one answer. Number one, she did not get off her illness yet. Number two, she did not get in her illness yet. Number three, she did not get down her illness yet. Number four, she did not get out her illness yet. And number five, she did not get over her illness yet. One, get off. Two, get in. Three, get down. Four, get out. Five, get over. Five. I just see a lot of fives. Adarsh Royce is number one. Five, 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 five. Two for HR Creative. Get in her illness. Lolly, lolly. Five, five, five. Max, my IELTS result let me down. Maxim, join my IELTS channel in the link of this, or you can find the link in the description. Join my IELTS channel. For me, number one, get off. Special name four, get out her illness. Mei Feng Chi five. And Diana five, Ben's four. Most people are five, but now four is getting strength. Myrnawati. And Colleen is so confident, she wrote 555555, unless that's your phone number. All right. And Lolly, Lolly, and Zaid are going with the definitions. Boom, boom. 444. Well, that's too much confidence. Hatun, my husband did not get over malaria yet. Malaria is not a good thing to have. So if that's true. All right, the answer is get over. And most of you put get over. She did not get over her illness yet. So number five, get over. What does that mean? To recover from. So you recover from an illness. You can also recover from disappointment, and you can recover from shock. So some physical or emotional damage, and you have to recover from that. You have to get better. So a common, very common, and you must know phrasal verb, get over. So let's look at our first example. It took me 2 weeks to get over the flu. BB, I usually get over my flu by drinking a lot of tea with lemonade. Good. Saw PD 33, get over. Yep. Next example. I use two phrasal verbs here because I'm an awesome teacher. His son let him down, but he'll get over it. Good job, Robin. So his son disappointed him, but he'll get over it. So he will recover from that disappointment in the future. His son let him down, but he'll get over it. Kishore Kumar, sir, here, 2 weeks or 2 week? 2 weeks. So yeah, that's a mistake in my presentation. There's a lot of mistakes in my presentation. If you ever see a mistake, tell me, and I'll give you a bonus point, which is a smile. So yeah, this presentation is 100 slides. I had to make it in 1 hour. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. If you see one, point it out. That means you're a good student. So after breaking up with her ex-boyfriend, she doesn't get over him yet. Yeah, Harry 300. I know about the laughing. There's no heart. Wish you could get over your illness ASAP. Yeah. All right, another example. I will never get over the death of my mother. So I will never recover from the death of my mother. I will always be sad. Sam Queen, I try really hard, but I can't get over from my depression. If that's true, Sam Queen, I understand. That's hard. That's hard. And I can't get over this nasty cough. If you're coughing, we can call it a nasty cough, a really bad cough. Maybe it's a dry cough or something wrong with your lungs. You can't get over it. You always have it. Can't recover. So notice the last two, I used the negative. I never get over. I can't get over. We use the phrasal verb that way too. Remember, we have a quiz coming up later and homework. I hope you're paying attention to all the phrasal verbs. Let's look at number 8. Number 8, his travel plans blank. So number 1, his travel plans fell off. Number 2, his travel plans fell in. Number 3, his travel plans fell down. Number 4, his travel plans fell out. Number 5, his travel plans fell through. Can you teach with? I'm teaching right now. I hope you're learning. Kishore Kumar says fell off. Number 1. 1 fell off. 2 fell in. 3 fell down. 4 fell out. 5 fell through. 4 1 fell out. 4 1 1 1 3. I don't know why he's giving away the answer. Maybe Tina's 5 4 3 3 1. We got okay. This looks like a difficult one because we got multiple answers. Mei Feng Chi says number 1. Layla says fell out. Oh, I'm happy. What is Sleepwalker? Sleepwalker, did you answer? Sleepwalker said fell off. I'm very happy because Sleepwalker is wrong. I'm so happy Sleepwalker is wrong. This is the happiest moment of the live stream. Sleepwalker, who's such a great, maybe fell down. Where's Lolly? What's Lolly? Oh, Lolly fell through. Francisca, Brandy, I think it's fell through. Well, Sleepwalker. she got over the accident. She got, maybe past tense, she got over the accident. All right, the answer for number 8 here is fell through. Number 5, fell through. Very common. And I'm very happy because most of you got it wrong. So I'm happy, not because I like seeing people wrong. I'm happy because you're going to learn. I get to teach something. If everyone knows the answer, I can't teach. But now I can teach. What does fell through mean? To fall through is to fail. Something doesn't happen. It failed. You had a plan that failed. It didn't happen for some reason. So, example sentence there, my plan to buy a house fell through. So, I had a plan to buy a house. That's a very big plan, but it fell through. Something happened, and now I cannot buy a house. Something went wrong. The plan fell through. The company's business deal fell through. So we use it in the business world. A deal, some sort of contract or deal fell through. So people are working on it, they're planning on it, but something happened and it's all broken, done. It failed. It fell through. My marriage plans fell through. So I planned to get married. We were engaged and something happened and she ran away with another guy, so my marriage plans fell through. So that's a true story. If you feel sorry for me, please like this video right now to show support for my failed marriage plans. Diagana, they fell through. Well, we need more information. What fell through? Divers, would you explain the meaning of the other choices? I cannot do that, divers, because each phrasal verb has multiple meanings. If I taught all the meanings of all the phrasal verbs in this lesson, that would be over 100 phrasal verbs. So in this lesson, we're just going to focus on these phrasal verbs. We're going to master these phrasal verbs with these meanings. I don't want to teach too much outside of what this lesson is because we have a quiz and homework. My plan to visit my friend fell through. Well, my plan to visit Saudi Arabia fell through. My efforts to be a pilot fell through. We would use past tense, fell through. Is it true, Robin? Maybe. Does it get me more likes? Please like the video to show support. If you want to see more of these videos, you're going to like them. All right, the last example here. The project fell through due to a lack of support. So maybe there's a government project or there's a business project and they're planning it, developing it, but it failed because there was no support. Do they match with the context? With what is they? My sentences do. My attempts to marry her fell through. Yes. All right, let's move on to number 9. This video is blank too long. So number 1, this video is dragging in too long. Number 2, this video is dragging out too long. Number 3, this video is dragging on too long. Number 4, this video is dragging off too long. And number 5, this video is dragging through too long. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Max Mudov understands that dragging on to dragging out. Dragging out. This one is tricky. Number 9 is tricky. It's not an easy one. M. Diagana 3. Dragging on. SI says drag on lasts longer than necessary. Interesting. Kisikova. What an interesting name. Kisikova. Zazira. I like that name. Kisikova Zazira. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like an interesting name. It says number 1, dragging in. 2, dragging out. 3, dragging on. Francisca, 3. Liza, 1. All right, all right. Oh, Max Mudov, please don't make this live stream political. From Tanzania. Vipaji Online TV from Tanzania. Okay, 5, dragging. Well, the answer is dragging on. This video is dragging on too long, which means to last longer than expected. Now, it is similar to the phrasal verb drag out. Drag out means usually someone is trying to make something long. Someone has an intention to make something long. So it's a little different. Drag on is just, it's longer than expected. So this video is dragging on. This video is longer than expected. Too long. It's dragging on. Oh, it's going on and on and on. That's dragging on. To drag on. Last longer than expected. So many court cases drag on for years. They're longer than expected. If you ever go to court, they go on for years. They drag on. Another example, my students' presentations often drag on. So in the classroom, sometimes students will give a presentation and they go too long. Their arguing has dragged on for months now. So maybe my neighbor is a new couple, new married couple. Their arguing has dragged on for not months now. It just goes on and on. And the war dragged on for many years. So it lasted longer than expected. So Niwar means it took too long, Too long, yeah, too long. My contract is drag on. So your contract negotiation, I drag on my homework. So my homework drags on. Her live stream drags. You got to fix the grammar. Is it now drags on for over 2 hours or dragged on past tense? The performance dragged on for several hours. My super drag on to fit my bed. Ellie, you got to try that one again. Is a separate drag on? Yeah, you could say my it uh they dragged the court case on for years. That's possible. All right, you fixed it. Her live stream dragged on for 2 hours. So the research dragged or drags on for 1 year. All right, let's go to the last one, number 10. And then after number 10, we're going to have the quiz and homework. Number 10 here. My mom blank when she saw my English test score. So, number one, my mom flipped in when she saw my English test score. Number two, my mom flipped out when she saw my English test score. Number three, my mom flipped on when she saw my English test score. Number four, my mom flipped off when she saw my English test score. And number five, my mom flipped up when she saw my English test score. One of the answers, Sleepwalker comes in with number two, Max, number five, two, four, 3, 1, 5, 2, 22. Flipped out, 4, flipped off, 3. We got a lot of answers here. 2 seems very popular. Flipped out, 5, Kishore, flipped up, 1, flipped in. And Francisca obviously going to be flipped out. Well, it might be obvious to you, but not all phrasal verbs are obvious to everyone. Anna Maria says we don't know. Some people know, some people don't know. The answer is number two, flipped out. My mom flipped out when she saw my English test score. Flip out, to suddenly lose control of your emotions and become very angry or very upset. So she saw my English test score and she got upset and angry right away. We say someone flipped out, very upset. He flipped out for no reason. Who is he? Your father? So let's look at the examples. Number one there, she flipped out when the man touched her arm. So maybe she didn't like that. Some man touched her arm. Immediately, she flipped. She got angry and upset. Good for her. Number two, my dad flipped out when I forgot to turn off the lights. Maybe you all have that experience. You leave the room or you leave the house, you forget to turn off the lights, and your dad gets angry and starts yelling at you, turn off the lights. Sandeep, actually, last name I unfortunately use God bless you were. Yeah, the WhatsApp group is very strict. It is secular because it's an international group. We cannot promote any religion in the group. So I'm very sorry, Sandeep. And I am right too. BB, I flipped out when you don't give me a heart. Well, that's why I don't give you a heart. She always flips out when her kids make a lot of noise. Noise, you don't is uncountable. You just say noise. How do you remember those phrasal verbs, sir? How do you tell which preposition to use? Well, first of all, you watch me teach them, and I'm teaching them. Second of all, we're going to have a quiz in a moment. You're going to have another quiz later, and you're going to have homework. You do all of that. Are you going to master these? No, but you're going to get better and better. You know, phrasal verbs is a long journey to master. There's thousands of them. You just slowly get to know them, get more exposure, listening, reading. You will master them eventually. Our boss flipped out because many of our colleagues were late. Yes. I flipped out when my little brother lost the house keys. That's a good reason to flip out, actually. Sam Queen, my mom always flipped out whenever I used my mobile phone. I literally flipped out when a girl said she loved me. You got angry because someone said I loved you? Mernawati is similar to have fit. The expression is not have fit. The expression is have a fit. And yes, if it's have a fit. Jan, I flipped out when I heard about the divorce. Yes. Whose divorce? Can I say IELTS prepare ragging on some? What's ragging? What do you mean ragging? On so many months? You're talking about the previous dragging? Dragging on. My IELTS preparation is dragging on, not ragging on, dragging on. All right. So my example there, Robin flipped out when his student didn't check their spelling. That's what's gonna make me flip out. When I give homework and students don't check their spelling, I flip out. Robin has never I think I flipped out a few times. Can I use it on uncreature? What's an uncreature? Like a dog flipped out? Yeah, it's usually used for humans. I flipped out when my wife didn't make me two pizzas. That's why you're divorced. My girlfriend flipped out when I chose to break up with her after I won. Oh, I'm gonna flip out, SI. You're a bad person. You're a bad guy. This is fit. Hey, I flipped out when Robin said he hated oatmeal. Oh, oatmeal. I try to eat oatmeal, but every time I eat oatmeal, I'm like, oh, why am I living? Oh, we have a special guest. This is fit. It's very late. Go to bed. My dad always flips out when I'm late. Yes. Yeah. Please like the video. If you haven't already, click like. All right. Max fixed it. Dragging. Yes. Your IELTS preparation has been dragging on for months. Again. Yeah. Piyush, when I don't complete my homework, my teacher flips out on me. We shouldn't flip out when someone hurts our feelings. Yes. All right, there's a lot of examples coming in. Hello, I flipped out when my girlfriend told me you are a liar on stuff. No, flip out you can flip things, the verb flip, but we're not talking about flip. We're just going to focus on the phrasal verb flip out, become very angry suddenly. So we have to, okay. Shamif, my father flipped out when I broke his laptop. Good. Jet lag. Going to sleep now, jet lag, yes. Robin flips out when students don't follow his instructions. Sometimes I do. Sitaram Nautical. I'm from India. I've been to India 3 times. I didn't see you. She flipped out when she saw her grades. Thank you, Gian Margaret. That's a good one. Hello from Annie Channel. Hansa, welcome new members here. Well, new viewers. Please like. Remember to like. We have so many. This seems to be the most popular phrasal verb because you all have experience with someone flipping out. All right, time for the quiz. Oh, I have one more. The teacher flipped out when her students came late. A lot of you said that already. All right, let's go to the quiz. Quiz number 1. It's hard to blank the death of a pet. Number 1, kick off. 2, end in. 3, set off. 4, take after. 5, not off. 6, let down. 7, get over. 8, fall through. 9, drag on. 10, flip out. Those are all the phrasal verbs we studied today. What's the answer to number 1? Everyone should have the correct answer. I expect 100%. If you give me the wrong answer, I'm going to ban you from the channel. That's a joke. Can I say you are flipping me out? Yeah, if someone made you upset. Well, actually, you would say you're making me upset, and then someone would say to you, "Don't flip out." Oh, Sam Queen, change your answer. All right, so Ahmed, no. Oh, we're getting some wrong answers. That means I'm a bad teacher. Well, the answer is get over. It's hard to get over the death of a pet. So when your dog or a cat dies, they're like family. So it's hard to get over. It's hard to recover from the emotional damage or shock you have when the pet dies. So the answer is 7. Let's go on to quiz 2. 50% of marriages blank divorce. Kick off, end in, set off, take after, not off, let down, get over, fall through, drag on, flip out, put the number. Janula Lakshan, good lesson. I'm highly appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate your comment. That helps me to, that motivates me to do another one soon. I'm looking at the answers. And we do not have perfect. So 50% of marriages, this will be number 2, end in divorce. So the result of these marriages, unfortunately, is divorce. So we're going to use end in divorce, number 2. Let's move on to quiz number 3. My students sometimes blank during my class. My students sometimes blank during my class. Kick off, end in, set off, take after, not off, let down, get over, fall through, drag on, flip out. Actually, two of these could work, but one is two answers are possible here, but one is definitely better than the other. Hmm. Why not use ended? 50% of marriages ended in divorce. It's just a different grammar form of how we express it, and both ways can work. I can't really go into the grammar in this lesson. 5, 4, 3. Oh, we got a lot of answers for this one. Let me down know. Because there's no me. All right. The answer I was looking for, my students sometimes nod off during my class. Now, it is possible if you said number 10, flip out. My students sometimes flip out during my class, but that's a little strange. Nod off is probably a better answer, but flip out is possible. So if you said number 10, I will allow it. But the best answer here is number 5. So if I wanted to use let down, my students sometimes let me down during my class. It's a little strange, but you would have to say let me down. All right, quiz number 4. She blank her mom when she married such a bad man. She blank her mom when she married such a bad man. 1, kick off. 2, end in. 3, set off. 4, take after. 4, not or 5, not off. 6, let down. 7, get over. 8, fall through. 9, drag on. 10, flip out. Hmm. Lolly Lolly is making me think because that is not the answer I chose, but it is a possible answer. Lolly Lolly, except because we have married, you want to say took after. No, the grammar's wrong, but I'm going to accept the answer. She flipped out her mom. No, you'd have to say her mom flipped out. So flipped out doesn't work. Kisikova says 10. Flipped out. You would have to say her mom flipped out. She didn't. She flipped out her mom. You can't. She flipped out her mom. Her mom flipped out. So 10 cannot work. So 4 and 6. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Eric. Eric is right. 4 and 6. But 4, we have to change the grammar. Now, the answer I chose is number 6, let down. So she disappointed her mom when she married such a bad guy. But 6 is when Lolly Lolly put that answer, or if number 4 is possible, you could say she took after her mom when she married such a bad guy, meaning her mom also married a bad guy. So yeah, 4 6, Eric. But you would have to change the grammar for number 4. Number 6, just let down. She disappointed her mom. Yeah, sleepwalker let down and took after. Great. Number 5. My brother would often blank when I used his bicycle, without asking. My brother would often blank when I used his bike without asking. So 1, kick off. 2, end in. 3, set off. 4, take after. 5, not off. 6, let down. 7, get over. 8, fall through. 9, drag on. 10, flip out. A 5, flip out. 5 is not off. Why are you saying 5 flip out? Sam Queen 10. Only 10. And Diana 10. Hello 8. 8 fall through. My brother would often fall through. Fall through means fail. My brother would often fail when I used his bike without asking. We 10 flip out. Oh, example 5. I understand now. Example 5 flip out. Just put the number. Um, all right, the answer is flip out. So my brother would often get upset, very emotional, very upset when I used his bike without asking. So he has a bike, I would go use it. I don't ask him. When he finds out, he flips out. He gets very angry and emotional. Okay, quiz 6. My energetic daughter blank her mom. Kick off, end in, set off, take after, not off, let down, get over, fall through, drag on, flip out. My energetic daughter blank her mom. So Helene, my energetic daughter flips out her mom. We cannot use flip out. Alexandra, were you here at the beginning? Because set off means begin a journey. Set off begins a journey in this lesson. Now, set off does have another meaning. It could mean, we didn't learn that today, and I don't want to confuse everyone, but set off does have another meaning where you can make someone upset. So my energetic daughter set off her mom is possible, but we did not learn that meaning of set off. The meaning of set off we learned in this live stream was to start a journey. This grammar, when my brother would often, when I used his bike, what's often? You're missing a word. All right. I see Mei Feng Chi take after, Layla take after, Zai take after, take after, take after. Can you zoom in your screen? I can do that, but it cuts me off. Oh, we don't want that. In the next time, I will design my screen better. So I think, yeah, this would probably be a better if I put these choose one answers on the right side, and then I can move smaller. But sorry, today, this is what we have to do. All right, the answer, Piyush, what is the meaning of not? I just spent over an hour teaching these phrasal verbs. So, Piyush, you got to go back and watch the video. It's an awesome video. I taught all these phrasal verbs. I'm not going to reteach them right now. So my energetic daughter takes after her mom. That was the answer I was going for, number 4. So very similar. She has a lot of energy, and the mom has a lot of energy. So my energetic daughter takes after, resembles her mom. Number 7, the movie the movie blank with a bank robbery. The movie kicks off with a bank robbery. The movie ends in with a bank robbery. The movie sets off with a bank robbery. The movie takes after with a bank robbery. The movie nods off with a bank robbery. The movie lets down with a bank robbery. The movie gets over with a bank robbery. The movie falls through with a bank robbery. The movie drags on with a bank robbery. And the movie flips out with a bank robbery. Mhm. We have 6 is kicked off and set off, get over, kick off, two sets off. Sets off is begin a journey. So a bank robbery is not a journey. So it cannot be number 3. So the correct answer I'm looking for is kicks off. So I started watching the movie. The movie started. Kickoff means started with a bank robbery. That's the first scene in the movie. Bank robbery. The movie started with a bank robbery. Yeah. Number 8. This movie is blank. Let's go home. So this movie is kicking off. Let's go home. This movie is ending in. Let's go home. This movie is setting off. Let's go home. This movie is taking after. Let's go home. This movie is nodding off. Let's go home. This movie is letting down. Let's go home. This movie is getting over. Let's go home. This movie is falling through. Let's go home. This movie is dragging on. Let's go home. This movie is flipping out. Let's go home. Dragging on from Tina. Tina's doing pretty good. Dragging on, dragging on. I like Miss Fanny. I do too. Folded down. There's no folded down. Ended in. This movie is ended in. Let's go home. So this movie is resulted in. You need something. Number 9, drag on. 8, fall through. This movie's failed. We don't usually use movies with fall through. Fall through is a plan, a project, or a deal, or a contract. These things fall through. Movie doesn't fall through. Lavanya, Layla, dragging on. All right, the answer is dragging on. So we're watching a movie, it's dragging on. It's going too long. Maybe it's a 3-hour movie. It's going on too long. Let's go home. It's dragging on. It's too long. Too long. Let's go home. Okay, let's go into quiz 9. I wanted to buy his car, but the deal blank. I really wanted to buy his car, but the deal. You can't say ends in a bank robbery. Okay, let me check that. The movie ends, so we can't put ends in. We can say the movie ends in a bank robbery, but we cannot say the movie ends in with a bank robbery. You cannot say ends in with. You can say the movie ends in a bank robbery. That is possible. Oh, we got the answer for number 9. So the answer is fell through. Fall through. Well, Layla, you needed the right. Okay, you chose it. Fell through. Fall through. I think most people got 8. Fall through, fall through. So yeah, I wanted to buy his car, but the deal fell through. It failed. Something went wrong. It failed. Mei Feng Chi felt through. You have to say fell through. All right, and number 10. We need to blank early to get there before the rains come. We need to blank early to get there before the rains come. We need to kick off early. We need to end in early. We need to set off early. We need to take after early. We need to nod off early. We need to let down early. We need to get over early. We need to fall through early. We need to drag on early. We need to flip out early. Layla's coming in with set off. Well, if you know which word we didn't study yet, you can guess it by that. So a lot of people are saying set off, and Jan Margaret set off. Yes, yes, yes. 6 says let down. Ahmed, we need to let down early. That's not gonna work. The answer is set off. So we have to begin our journey wherever we're going early to get there before the rains come. So there's rains, some rainstorm or something coming. So we have to set off early. Maxim wrote the whole sentence. How did you do on the quiz? Robin, number saying, can we say kicked off? And the number 7. Yeah. Again, it's a grammar question. We could use different grammar forms here. I'm not going to go into grammar, but yes, you can say past tense or right now. It depends on the time frame. I didn't go into that, but yeah, you can change it depending on the grammar. So how did you do in the quiz? Did anyone get perfect? Which one is still most confusing? We are better at phrasal verbs, but phrasal verbs take a lot of practice. So of course, homework. Do the quiz on Strong English. Below this video, there's a link to another quiz on my website. Click that link, go try the other quiz, 10 questions. Come back and let me know your score in the comments. Also, write some sample sentences using these phrasal verbs in the comments section. Your studying is not finished when this video ends. You got homework. You don't want to forget these phrasal verbs. So in the comments section, write out some samples, example sentences. Do it. That's your homework. Teacher says do the homework. So there's 10 phrasal verbs. I hope you put in 10 example sentences. Whenever you watch this video, there's 100 people watching live. If you're watching this later, I still expect you to do the homework. Join the WhatsApp group in the links below. You can join the WhatsApp group. Come join. Follow the rules. We got 4 native speakers in the WhatsApp group, 3 Americans, 1 Canadian. One of the quizzes wrong. I will check the quiz later. I gotta still fix something on the quiz, so I'm working on that after this. Thank you for the lesson. We have a Korean. Hello. Thank you. And of course, become a channel member. Channel member, help us out here with our live streams every Sunday. So we're going to go back. Every Sunday, we're going to have a live. Next week is Lee. So join my channels. Links below in the description. Join the channels. Join the WhatsApp group. Become a channel member so we can continue to make these live streams. Channel membership is just a coffee a month. We appreciate that. All right. So thanks everyone for watching the phrasal verbs. I'm going to go back to the homework page. That's your homework. Do it. Thank you everyone for watching. I enjoyed this live stream, and I'm going to the WhatsApp group now to chat. So join it. Thanks everyone. Bye.